She's stopping young women from becoming weapons of war, and she's using mothers to do it. Edith Schlaffer joins me now to talk a little bit more about this. What is it that makes a young woman become a terrorist?
There are many reasons, and the ideological reasons are actually at the bottom of the list. On the top are the lure of the jihadis, the understanding, they take them seriously, they propel them in their fantasy from being young girls into this adult space where they will be independent. And these girls often come from very gender policed environments, you know, the fathers watch their honor, the brothers kind of observe them. So they think, I will be free there and build up in a caliphate and have my own family.
And if we dig deeper, there are some girls that can be maybe exposed but don't go to Syria, or they don't go to Iraq, and the others that do. Is there a confidence issue, or do you find in your research that there's something even more granular that
I think
makes us understand?
It's quite clear that those girls who don't go have a strong foothold in their families. Absolutely. They feel safer and securer, and the family is a space where they can open up, or where the mothers still connect with them in a way, even if they're in a critical period in their lives, there is still this connection. Yeah, there is something there that holds them back. But you know, they jump over the cliff when there's nothing that holds them back. For this reason, we need to encourage who are always close to the kids, and they have a spectacular emotional bond. We need to encourage them to exercise this tool, this emotion, which is a tool.
And are there warning signs?
Yes, absolutely. I think the most dramatic warning sign is if they question family routines, like sharing family meals when there's wine on the table, questioning the dress of the mother even, you know, you should be a little bit more decently dressed. All this questioning of things they didn't care much about before that.
And are boys easier to radicalize than girls, or are girls easier to radicalize? Is there a gender?
This is a critical question. I mean, the girls certainly look for sisterhood in a new way that's disturbing for us, because for us, sisterhood is very powerful. For them, sisterhood is also powerful, but the recruiters tell them, there you will be protected by this sisterhood, you know. You don't have to kind of follow the rules of Western society to fit into their norms, sexual norms or beauty norms. And girls are very sensitive and very insecure at that age, so that's appealing to them.
Right.
I will be valued for what I am and not what I look like. So this kind, and I will be embedded in this new sisterhood. But the boys go more for the adventure, for sure, and for proving their masculinity.
And so when you're focusing on the mothers in providing the kind of stability, look out for the warning signs, starting a movement, what is it that you want mothers to do? To pay attention, to build confidence in their daughters, but what is it that the research shows?
The first thing, and we did a research project where we surveyed 1,000 mothers who are concerned that their children might be involved in violent extremist activities in the future, or they're already looking into this direction. So we looked at this group of concerned mothers in 6 countries which are targeted by terrorism and violent extremism on an almost everyday level. And we saw that the level of trust of the mothers outside the family structure is very low, and there's a huge trust gap to law enforcement, governments, official institutions. They trust each other, and they trust teachers, they trust schools outside of the family environment. So this is a gold mine. We need to bring them together. There needs to be a community of mothers who strengthen each other, and they can learn from each other and break the silence.
So if mothers around the world are watching you now, what would you say to them?
I would say, get together, form groups, don't hide, don't procrastinate when you see anything. Of course, terrorists are bad and mad people, and if you feel that your kids go into this direction, don't hide it, talk about it, come together, find strategies together. So don't don't be
Afraid
shy
to
and
do that.
afraid. Yes.
On a personal level, what is it that you think a woman should ask herself as a question, the most important question a woman should ask herself?
Do I stand up for myself? Only if I stand up for myself, my daughter or my son will stand up for himself or herself.
What is the best advice you ever received?
The best advice I ever received was, relax, be yourself. But this means that you have to be in search of your own identity. And this is the lure of the jihadis. They say, you know, we give you an identity. No, you have to find your own identity.
Edith Schlaffer, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.